And we're live. I don't know if you can see me well. You know what? I hate it when I do that. There you go. You can't see very well when I'm facing that because of the light. So, all right, let's go. So, because my other channel doesn't have live stream purposes because it's new, I can't live stream on it yet. So, I can only do, I think, up to 15 minutes. So I will do a few different signs and then maybe I'll chop it up for and stick it on there. So I will do it on here, at least the live stream. I don't have that much percent, so till my battery runs low. All right, so I pulled Earth. Now I do have the astrology. I'm gonna pull a card from my custom deck, so it might have signs in there too. But I will randomly take a card from the astrologies to to see who I'm doing it for. Right? That's how it works. And I'm gonna do a couple of tarot for that. So right now we're Earth, and Taurus. Taurus, which is an Earth sign. So this is for Taurus or someone that is has Taurus in their sign or that is dealing with a Taurus. Okay, and Earth. So you, if you relate to Earth as well. So Capricorn and Virgo as well, but mainly Taurus. I don't know any Taurus, to be honest, so it's not going to probably, but I am an Earth sign. Shoot, I'm already at a low battery. Holy balls. I guess I'll have to come back after I charge up then. Alright, so Taurus has death. Okay, death is, again, I don't like to say it's Scorpio, okay, because I find people focus on that way too much. But it's transformation, okay? Starting something new. It doesn't necessarily mean that anything has to die. Like, it's starting a rebirth from it. So, just like, and I like to use the plant analogy, when a flower dies, it didn't get enough sunlight or whatever, blah, 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 then death is the transformation of it. So it's planting the new seed and knowing that in the death of the previous plant that you forgot to give it water or it had too much sun or not enough sun, whatever. So once the transformation starts over, then you have this new understanding of the old, so you know that this time around you're going to give it enough water, right? So have you learned from something? Is there something that you're letting go of and you're starting something new? And if so, if you're starting something new, will this be will you be learning what you learned from the previous, goddamn wasps, the previous cycle, and you're going to learn from it because that's what the important part is. um, Wheel of Fortune. Again, it goes with death and transformation. So yes, you're starting a new cycle. Okay, the lesson should have been learned here. All right, so whatever that lesson, whatever you're letting go, whatever that you're transforming it in a new positive light, and make sure that you learn your karmic lesson from the previous one. And Two of Cups. Cups is a very soulmate card. It's a union of two people. They both have each other's cups. They share each other's cups. One has one and one has the other one. One has the yin and one has the yang. And you have to find a balance of the two. Sometimes having things in common with someone doesn't necessarily equate to them being a soulmate. Sometimes it's polar opposites. Opposites attract, right? So the yin and the yang needs to share from each other to be complete, right? So one has one element, the other one has another type element, and it's coming together to understand each other, to mix together fire and water and earth and air, and each element has their own way uh, doing of purpose, its own purpose. So if your purpose is to if you find yourself in a situation where you're always at battle with the other person because they're so different, sometimes that's the best, because then they learn from you. They learn to be to learn to be more like you and you more like them, to complete each other, right? So it's completion and finding balance. So a union of people. So 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 it looks like this. Okay, it has to do with letting go of a certain way of being. It doesn't need to mean that it's a death of, you're like breaking up with someone. You could be letting go of the way you see something, or something that bothers them, and maybe they have learned from you, and it's finding that balance between the two, letting go of old ways. It doesn't have to be a people, it could be old ways of thinking, old ways of being. Okay, and then so the wheel turns and you start anew with this new way of thinking. It doesn't mean you get rid of the person or the thing or whatever, but you reflect on it and you realize what you learned from that scenario, and then you can go forward with, and this says it's a person because it's usually a union of two, and you can go into a new cycle, into new luck, and that way you're not repeating and you're getting stuck in an old cycle and an old way of being. You can just go forward in a new light and in an understanding, and both can share each other's cups. You know, ooh, this tastes like freedom, this tastes like willpower. How about I try your cup and you try mine? How about, you know, we drink half and then we switch. You know what I mean? Like, it's a compromise of two and an understanding, to create a balance, to restore balance. And okay, so finally, oh boy, so learn the lesson, or else you will find yourself like this again. Okay, the Five of Cups, it's like, you drank from that cup and whatever, but there's still other people, there's other things that you're not finding that balance with, right? So there's some that the cup's still up, you're not even noticing that the cup's still up, you have your cup upside down empty in your hand. You know, there's someone here in the water that's like, here, look, here's the plant, this is new growth, new, you know, I am coming from the water. You can fill up your cup. I can give you that. You just have to see it. And he's kind of looking at it as like, really? Do I really believe that? Do I really believe that there's growth here? Because it seems like so many people have let me down. So many people have not understood. Okay, that it's kind of hard to give this new light, this new growth, when you've been deceived so much and let down. But the opportunity is there. Okay, and just because there's a lot of letdown doesn't mean that you can't learn from it and transform new and find the growth, even if it's hard, because there's so much um there's so much not fight, but like um there's so much doubt, I guess, you know, like it's hard to move forward when you're so set in an old way. So that's why you have to let go of the old ways, find compromise, find balance, find what went wrong, what didn't serve you right, to learn and make it new. And keep in mind that all those cups that are empty, unless you fill them up with water, okay, or find a source to fill them up again, they're just gonna stay dead. You know, and that's okay. Maybe he doesn't need all those cups. Maybe he just needs that one, and he needs to fill it up with what he's learned so he doesn't repeat the cycle. There is growth, there is opportunity there. He just has to take it. Take the damn cup, boy. I love Five of Swords for that. Take the damn cup, boy. Take the damn cup. Actually, that's Four of Swords. But, Four Swords. Why did I say swords? Four of Cups. But take the damn cup, boy. This one's more the, oh, man, I feel defeated. I feel like I've lost so much. But you, even in loss, if you gain a new perspective of it and you learn from it, there is no loss. There's only gain. And that's taking the opportunity to move forward and to learn from it and grow. So you can only move forward in growth. All right, and well, look at that for for my random card. We have Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is here to help you out with it. So you have divine guidance. Know what doesn't serve you. Know what to let go. Learn from it, and be willing to accept new growth. and don't stay stuck in this old energy, in this old ways, and you'll never move forward in a new cycle. It's just going to repeat itself again. It's just going to go reset itself until you learn that lesson, that you can take that offering cup and you can go fill it up. You still have to go and make that choice, not to make that choice, make that leap, take that leap, take that, you don't know whether or not you're going to get to the river. You're not going to know whether or not it'll be good water or whatever. Let's not get too metaphoric here, but take that chance, move forward with understanding. Taurus, or with a Taurus, or an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Okay, there you have it. Learn that lesson. I'm gonna go charge the phone, and then I will do whoever. Let's see who's next. Water, Cancer, water. I'll do water next. Let me charge first.